Terrorist sympathizers in Nigerian army leaked Brigadier General ZIRKUSU'S movement to ISWAP family. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Sahara reporters learned that she was used to have treated lung cancer at the University Teaching Hospital Ibadan, Oyo State, for 6 months before her demise in October. Now the news in detail. The Nigerian army commander who was killed by Islamic State West African Province terrorists, Brigadier General ZIRKUSU'S, was killed 2 weeks after the family buried his immediate elder sister, ß⁰K⁰, Sahara reporters has learned. Sahara reporters learned that she was said to have treated lung cancer at the University Teaching Hospital Ibadan, Oyo State for 6 months before her demise in October. General ZIRKUSU'S was said to have joined family members to carry out funeral rites for her only in the middle of October. A family member who does not want her name mentioned told Sahara reporters that ZIRKUSU'S returned to his operational base in Chibok just 2 weeks ago. We were together here with him, General ZIRKUSU'S, in Yola at Jambutu when Auntie Afiniki died. We know as a military officer he has signed for it, but he did not sign to die this way. Why would the Nigerian army be filled with elements who are leaking information about the movements of their commanders and troops to terrorists? His movement was leaked. At the appropriate time, the world will know that someone within called the terrorists to let them know about ZIRKUSU'S movement. Now that they have killed him, let them live forever and never die, she said. Sahara reporters on Saturday reported that 4 soldiers and ZIRKUSU'S were killed by fighters of ISWAP. Sahara reporters has exclusively obtained pictures and identities of the 4 junior officers killed during the attack. The victims were identified as Ahmed S., Israel Ladoke, Matthew, and Victor. Suspected fighters of ISWAP had engaged the troops at a military base in the Askira, Uba local government area in a gun battle. Some civilians have said they sighted the ISWAP fighters in the long convoy of gun trucks along Nugude access toward Askira early this morning. The civilians has claimed they reported the movement of the terrorists to security forces, but no action was taken before the deadly group stormed Askira town hours later. While confirming the attacks, Engineer Abdullahi Musa Askira, Deputy Speaker of Borno House Assembly, has said the insurgents and troops were currently exchanging gunfire. Yes, ISWAP is currently attacking Askira town. I was reliably informed that our troops are fighting them, but residents are in the bush. My people told me that the insurgents came with about 16 gun trucks and there is confusion in the whole town now, Askira had said. It was gathered that troops of 28 Task Force Brigade, Chibok, had mobilized to provide a reinforcement in Askira, which was under attack. The troops were ambushed while on their way to provide support for the soldiers battling the insurgents. Now this is very sad. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. That is Boko Haram in Nigerian army leaked his movement to the Boko Haram in the bush. Buhari has messed up Nigerian army. How could he enlist known terrorists into national security institution? Now this is what I was screaming. I was screaming when the so-called repentant bandits, or will I say the repentant terrorists, were reintegrated into the Nigerian army, and I was screaming out my lungs. Then, you know, when people begin to scream like this, you think that these people they hate this administration. This is not hate. This is not hate. This is screaming because it is clearly saying anybody who is with his all 5 senses, even though you don't have wisdom, and all you have is your common sense, you'll be able to tell what will happen with what was going on. People who are known terrorists, you said they repented. You said they repented. And they came and you did what? You threw them. You threw your children. It's like somebody was known to be an assassin and you left your children with them, saying you do not know what will happen. That means you do not love your children. That means, in fact, first of all, before the law will take its course on those assassins, the law is going to take its course on you for deliberately handing over your children to be killed. That is just it. People were talking then and, oh, Nigerians, they exaggerate issues a lot. Nigerians criticize a lot of things. Why? How many people are to be sacrificed on the altar of ignorance before those governments snap back to their senses? Why? It is a pitiable situation that the so-called giants of Africa find it difficult to eliminate a terrorist network and their flocks within the mark of Nigeria for more than a decade now. They keep giving amnesty to a terrorist group. Heavens know the only place that those terrorists can have as their abode is that not. It is well, oh, it is well. Sincerely, it is well. Kennedy, Victor, Israel and Matthew. It's unfortunate that common sense has become a rare commodity among foes in the rebel army called Nigerian military. We warn Nigerian government against reintegrating terrorists into Nigerian army. Exactly. But they tagged whalers. Ideology cannot be won by allowing terrorists to infiltrate your fold, but rather infiltrated their camp. One US-based NGO named federal government as the sponsor of jihadists in Nigeria without means word. I know something is at stake. Afghanistan is loading in Nigeria with this regime in place. It is very sad. It is very sad. It is very sad. This was how Taliban started. Small. They will land to Aso Rock, which will now be their final destination. This is very sad, sincerely. In fact, the trauma that someone who hears the news is witnessing, because me, I'm a very visual. I visualize the trauma alone, seeing your death in front of you because of some group of people, and those group of people are sitting down, sleeping and waking up without problems. It is well, oh, it is well. Which way, Nigeria? Which way? Pantami and Gumi always giving ISWAP, Boko Haram, etc. information concerning army. Any of the army who is against Boko Haram, they will make sure they kill that person. It is well. The end of Nigeria has finally come through the repentant Boko Haram terrorists and bandits recruited in Nigerian army, and the rise of People's Republic of Biafra has begun. We continue to send condolences. Sincerely, sending condolences is really heartbreaking. Sincerely, it's not a thing that you just say like that. But what do? We find ourselves in a time where people prefer, or where this particular administration prefer to send condolences than avert the deaths of these troops and civilians. It is well with Nigeria. Again, I say it is well. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.